What's up, guys? Good morning. It's your boy Ryan here with East Coast Athletics, and we're here for the first round of the men's 100-meter at the Paris Olympics. And the first heat is currently on their marks, and we got Kishane Thompson in that heat. Let's see what he does. And that was a false start. First heat of the men's, and we already have a false start. Oh, wow. Quite a few people here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Waiting for them to bring everything back. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Give me 1 second. Hello, Miss Sunflower. How are you doing this morning? And I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Not sure if my volume is off or it is how it's supposed to be. Gotta adjust a few things real quick before we get into this session this morning. Hmm. Hmm. So everything is back. I guess something went wrong somewhere along the lines. I'm not sure if it's okay. So the athlete in the lane next to um, Kishane was removed from the heat for false starting. So they're back on their marks. Okay, nice and easy. 999. Rounded up to 10 flat. Made it through. Looks pretty good. Looked really good. Looked like it was a little lazy out of the blocks, to be honest. Was a little lazy out of the blocks. Um, 40 meters to go. He shut it off completely. Looking around, playing around. Looks strong. Looks strong. Really strong. So, with that being said, let's talk about a few things. So yesterday, I saw a video of Kishane, and I'm gonna say his performance in this first round is reflecting what I saw yesterday. Um, I'm sure a few of you guys may have seen the same thing where he was on the practice track for, I guess, for the first time, and he was doing a few block start, and he looked superb. Like, he looked powerful getting out of the blocks, very explosive, you know, strong athlete. So, I mean, I think that's a good thing. And the way he was doing what he was doing, he seemed very, you know, confident. Doesn't seem as if anything is going wrong. More seems like everything is going great, exactly the way it's supposed to. So, um, definitely think, that's a good thing. But again, as always, I'm gonna share the link to the live stream in the comment section. So for those who wanna join and give their opinions, you're free to do so. And the man of the hour, let me not say that, but I think Lyles Heat is coming up as well. This is so Heat 2 Omanyanya is up. This is his heat. Let me see who else is there with him. he doesn't seem to have, let me see, let me look. Doesn't seem to have anyone that would prevent him from making it to the next round. Seem as if they split them up. I mean, it's the first round. It's the first round, so more than likely they will be split up. So let's see how he looks. What's nonsense? You're saying nonsense, but you're not saying what is. Okay, 10-0-8. Shutting it down. I mean, being pretty playful. Pretty good start. Let off the gas. It seemed as if he let off the gas like maybe like 30 meters out. But realistically, I think this round is gonna be the round that is used to shake off all the rust. If they were a little flat, this round will definitely help with that. Help them to get back and more get them help them to get more sharp. If it makes sense for those of you guys who are super familiar with rounds, because a lot of times your first round might be, I wouldn't say off, but your first round might not be your best, but as you go through, you get faster and faster, because now your legs are, you know, I wouldn't say warm, but now your legs are ready to actually ready to run. So Zonell Hughes. Fred Curley. Everybody seemed to be in their element. So that's a good thing. That just means that they're focused and they're ready to go. With that being said, there is 3 athletes that made it out of that first round heat. Hartman, took third in 10-16. Ali from Italy took second in 10-12. And Omanyala was the winner with 10:08. Not a super fast time, but it's a win regardless. I think the next heat that is gonna be up should have Jacobs. Let me see. I don't know if they're doing it in order. No, the next heat up is Noah Lyles heat. So this is definitely Noah Lyles heat. Definitely Noah Lyles heat. A lot of energy as usual for Noah Lyles. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Red, white, and blue nail polish. I haven't seen that one before. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And funnily, I was going to title this live stream Noah's in Trouble. And it seemed as if he is in trouble. I don't know what that is. He literally ran that whole 100 meter to the end. He's in trouble. Noah Lyles is in trouble. If that wasn't, let me put my headphones on so I can hear everything perfectly fine. Noah Lyles is in trouble, guys. He's in trouble. If that wasn't something that he planned, he's in trouble. 10:04, Lyles is in trouble. I do not know what that is, but he's in trouble. That performance is not going to get him to the finals. So Whatever is going on, he got to switch it up real quick. That's not getting him to the finals because he didn't even win his heat. He got second place, 998 win his heat. And that's the guy from Great Britain. So I don't know. I don't know if he saw the video that they posted about Kishane yesterday. Maybe he got scared. It kind of, shook him a little bit. It has to be something because that didn't look good at all. He's in trouble. He's in trouble in the one, and if he's in trouble in the one, he's in trouble in the two. I just need to wait to see what Benerick does in the 100, because right now it's not looking so good for him. And again, this has to be an act. He's probably deliberately did that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's what's happening. This is all a plan for him to look horrible in the first round and then come back in the semifinal and then just do something super crazy, because if that's not the case, Lyles is in trouble. Big trouble. Because the way he executed that 100 meter, didn't look good. Not even for a second. He ran all the way through the line, trying to make it look, a little bit good or a little bit better in like the last 5 meters. I mean, he saw he wasn't gonna win, so he took his foot off the gas. 5 meters to go. That's not enough. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Not a good look. I don't know what's going on. But he looks like he's in trouble. I'm telling you, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He will be okay. Nah. He better be playing mind games. He better be, because if he's not, I'm telling you, he's in trouble. And I'm going to go with what Frano say. Those mind games are going to work on weak athletes or athletes that, he could get in their head. Like, that's not going to work with everyone. And you could say mind games all you want, but there's no way he's getting a start like that and catch any Jamaican. So he better go back to the drawing board and fix that. He has to fix that. Let me see what Seville is gonna do, because right now Kishane looks good. Looks really good. So let's see what Seville is gonna do. Seville is running out of, what's that, lane 5? No, lane 6. Hey, I'm telling you, something don't look right. And the last time I checked, if it's not exactly what it is, it's close to what it is. Whenever I say that seemed to be an important call, but give me 1 second. Whenever I speak or give my opinion or views on any race, it's it's always close to, if not exactly what I say it is. And I'm telling you, he don't he don't look right. And realistically, this is not a place that you wanna come to play games. Because the last athlete that I know for a fact that was ready and went out there and played around was Sherika Jackson in that 200. I can't remember what year it was, and she didn't make it to the semifinal. So playing games at this point in time, is not something that you want to do. Okay, Seville in the blocks. Okay, okay, all right, okay. Seville is ready. 9.99 for Seville. He's ready. I'm telling you, look real easy. I think I have somebody that's trying. Hmm, I don't know. You got whoever this is trying to join the live. As soon as you figure everything out, I'll add you. Okay, now we know he's in charge. He's relaxed. Nice and easy. 9.99. Seville, I'm telling you, Seville is ready. Seville is ready. So is um so is Kishane. I think we're gonna take one too. I really do. And I really doubt that Noah is gonna be on that podium. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be on the podium. I said it before, I'm saying it again. He's not gonna be on the podium. Somebody else is gonna take that bronze. Kishane is ready. I was saying it earlier. I saw that, you know, video that TVJ put out. He looks like a monster. Like he looks like a monster. Noah Lyles should be scared right now. Like really should be scared. Noah did horrible in my opinion. That's not the Noah that everybody that's not the Noah that everybody is used to. He ran second and he literally ran the whole race all the way through and didn't break 10 seconds. So somebody saying he's playing mind games, this is not the time and the place to play mind games. He don't he don't look good. He don't look good. And I'm telling you, I have Seville winning, but Kishane looks like a beast. Like no joke. That video that they put out, that's some different stuff. If I was Noah Lyles, I would be scared. Trust me. Whatever game he thinks that he's playing, he better he better come with his not even A game if they put him in the same semifinal heat with any other Jamaicans. He trust me, he better come with a triple A game, like no regular A game. He gon' he gotta come correct. Trust me. Who only ran 60? Let um I hope you're talking about Kishane only ran 60. I'm watching his interview right now. Now, guys, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, you say yes. Kishane only ran 60. I said that 60 meter, shut it off. After 60 meter and just coast his way in. And you're completely right. Um, Kishane, not Kishane. Noah, you know, just talking as usual. But I mean, that's all that is. But again, I'm gonna say it again. I have Seville winning. Seville looked really composed throughout his race. Like the whole race, he looked really composed, looked really relaxed. Right? But the way I saw Kishane getting out of that blocks yesterday, that was something else. It was just raw power pushing off the blocks. I'm sure everybody around that was watching him do blocks could have felt that energy, that heat coming off of him. I'm sure it got all the way over to where Noah was. Trust me. Shoot. He pushed off them blocks and I was like, ooh. I was like, wow. Somebody definitely recorded him doing that block start apart from the video that TVJ put out and send that to Noah. Somebody had to. So Noah know what's going on. He may have stayed in the stayed away from the warm up area when that was happening, trying to hide, but somebody sent him that video for sure. He's seen it. Well, with Jacob, it's hard for me to say. Let me put up your comment. How I think Jacob is going to do. It's hard to say, to be honest. Like I have to I have to watch him because he hasn't, you know, delivered in the past couple of years. So I got to see where he's at. And we about to see cuz his race is up right now. His race is up. And his race is not fast. Look like he's holding back a little bit. Just did enough to qualify. Um, Time 10:05. Not phased by the fact that he finished second. He said, guys, what's the score? If you mean the times, then the times are the times. Oh, I think do I know do I think I know who this Toka Toka Boka. But 10:05, not a bad run for Jacob. Um Solid run. He didn't look like he let off the gas. So presently, Noah qualified. Didn't looked his best. Kishane qualified, looked superb. Seville qualified, looked superb. Um, Jacob qualified, looked pretty decent. You know, not a bad run. Um, I think Hakeem is gonna make it. Yes, I do. And I want to see how he looks in the first round because even though I know him to be a pretty good sprinter, I don't know how sharp he is at this moment. So I want to see, if he's gonna put his, like, I wouldn't say best foot forward in this round, but if he, how much energy he exert, whether he's gonna go out there and give us like a 70 or 80% to get to the next round, and that will kind of determine what you can expect from him in the semifinal. Because if if he's able to run a pretty good time and conserve a lot of energy, that'll tell you that he'll definitely make it out of the semifinal because he has a little bit left in the tank. I can't show you the video. I wish I could, but you should be able to go to um, NBC Sport and watch it. You guys should get, I think, 30 minutes free to watch it on NBC Sport. So you guys could definitely check that out, or just get a Peacock subscription. It's not that expensive. Might be like $7 or $8 or something like that, and that'll give you access to pretty much all the events that are gonna be contested at the Olympics. So I think that's a good option. Definitely a good option. So you guys could definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. So I think Akeem Blake Heat is up next. I really want to see what Kenny's gonna do. Hold up, what is that 7.99? Or were you trying to say 9.99 instead of 7.99? The competition it started at 5:55. That's when it started. And it's eight first round heats. Just got to get up early if you want to see everything. And I think before that they had ran the preliminary rounds before that, which started at 4:30, and that's 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Watching from the Philippines. I appreciate you tuning into the live stream. Appreciate everybody that's tuned into the live stream. So Akeem Blake is running out of lane 3. Let me see who else is in that. Well, they're gonna show it to us anyway, so you just wait. I mean, that doesn't bother me whether he's running with Sambini or not. I think they're both gonna make it out of this round. Well, out of this heat to the semifinals. So I'm not worried that he is running with Sambini. I would say that's the only person that he has to contend with, but that would be wrong of me to say because everybody that's in the field, is a contender to make it through to the next round. But I can say he'll get his strongest competition from Sambini. Who's just, I guess, one lane. Well, there's one athlete between both of them. Okay, okay, pretty good, pretty good. That was a pretty decent run from him. He got out. To me, it looked as if he stumbled, but um he got out. He gathered himself after that pretty well and was able to come back. Oh, so it wasn't really a stumble. Oh, let's see the replay again. Sambini came back, but running from the back, that's too much. You got to exert too much. So I don't think that's wise to do. But Akeem Blake made it through 10:06. Um, Solid run. We know he could go faster than that for sure. So I don't think we're, or I'm not pressed about the time per se. It's just about him making it to the next round because we know what he's capable of doing. He could definitely dip below 10 seconds. He has done it multiple times. Well, did I say 10:06? If I said 10:06, that's clearly a mistake. It's 10:06. So, um, yeah, we know what he's capable of doing. He could definitely dip below 10 seconds. He's done it more than once. So, that's not what we're contesting right here. We just trying to, you know, analyze based on what he has done so far, and I think that he's definitely has a shot of making it in their finals, um, and I think he will. But we just gonna have to wait and see. That's all that is. Everybody got a favorite. Everybody got a favorite. Uh, Let me put it up. What do I think? I mean, all eyes are not. Mm, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but I think eyes are more on everybody else, compared to him. I think everybody's more focused on what the two Jamaicans and the two Americans are gonna do compared to anybody else that's in the field. Hold up, who's setting up themselves to knock off one of the Jamaicans in the semifinal? Who? Can you elaborate on this comment, Faith Campbell? I want to know what you mean by he's setting up himself to knock off one of the Jamaicans in the semi. Why you can't elaborate? So how are we gonna understand what you're trying to say? Because I clearly don't get what you're trying to say. He's setting up himself to knock off one of the Jamaicans in the semi. Tobago, I think he will be in the finals, but winning, I mean, once you're in the finals, you stand a chance. But you know, I I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him run yet, so I'm waiting to see how he looks in the first round. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. But Faith Gamble, I don't see why you can't elaborate on what you mean by that because based on how he looks, I don't know what kind of mind game or strategy he's trying to play. According to what you're saying, or based on what I understand from what you're saying, is that he only did that so he could try to eliminate one of the Jamaicans in the semifinal, and I don't think that's gonna work. So if it's not deliberate, then why do it? What kind of sense does it make to not not advance with a better time or with a win? it doesn't add up, and that's not him. He likes to win regardless of the circumstance. So I don't think he's gonna deliberately not win just because. No, he's not gonna do that. He always wants to win because he likes to make it seem as if he's sending a statement. He deliberately took second. Okay, how are you so sure about that? I mean, we clearly see what the Jamaicans are up to as we speak. We see what they're capable of as we speak. Like we see how they ran in the heats. It gives us a clear depiction of what they are able to do in the semifinal. See, I'm not so focused on Kenny in the 100. I'm not saying that he's not a contender, but I'm looking to Kenny to win the 200. To be honest, like I don't have Noah winning the 200. I have Kenny winning the 200. Since Kenny ran at the U.S. Olympic trials, I have him winning the 200 because of how he ran. Because he ran, I've never seen anyone run such a strong turn. And when I say strong turn, I'm talking after Usain and Johan and all of them clearly. Um, but he ran a really strong turn, and when he came off the turn, he held the lead for another 80 meters, 80 to 90 meters. He didn't tighten up until the last 10 meter, right? And the fact that he tightened up in the last 10 meter, that cost him the race. So I think he will definitely work on that, and won't make that mistake in this championship. So I have him winning the 200. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I have him. I definitely have him winning the 200. And see, Kenny Kenny ran Kenny ran the fastest time so far, 997. The grass is in there. He ran a little harder though. Kenny ran a little harder um to run that 997, but I mean securing your spot is what is important, and that's what he did. The grass ran 10:07, also made it through. Let me see the comments. I mean, they're gonna press him. They're supposed to. They're trying to advance to the semifinal too. So you know they're definitely gonna press him. Everybody want to make it to the semifinal. You're back again, Mister Hit 60. You can't read too much into the first round. Mm-hmm. And clearly you haven't you have not seen what's been going on. Okay, the British guy ran faster than Kishane, and so what? What does that mean? Who looked the best out of all the first round heats that we've seen so far? There's none of the athletes look better than Kishane, and I'm being honest. And I don't have Kishane winning. I have Seville winning. So with that being said, I'm being very objective, very realistic. I have Oblique winning, but Kishane looks like superb. You're just hating on the Jamaicans for what reason I do not know. Kishane definitely looks the best. He ran like 50, 60 meters and then shut it off and walked the rest. And and second to him, if I'm being completely honest too, is Oblique. Oblique looked really relaxed and was like just coasting it. Didn't seem as if he was doing a lot. It's gonna be a photo finish. I don't know if it's gonna be a photo finish. I'm being honest. I don't know. Omaniala, he didn't look horrible, but it looked like he exerted too much for the first round. And that's the thing. I think um, a lot of athletes are not trying to exert too much. You know, being able to conserve is is something that you would want to do in the first round. I think Zarnell Hughes. Zarnell Hughes is in this heat, which is heat number 8. So Zarnell and Tobago is in the same heat. I think. Oh wow. So so they did stack one of the heats. So you got this one might be fast because you have Zarnell Hughes, Tobago, and you have Fred Curley in this one. And everybody's gonna want to secure their spot. So let's see how this one goes. They could have spread things out a little bit better, but it is what it is. All three of them can definitely advance, so just gotta wait and see what happens. You say now he's gonna run in late, meaning he's gonna try to finish strong, but it's gonna be too late. That's what you mean? Let me put your comment up so you know that I'm talking about your comment. Eighth and final first round heat. Yes, Noah already ran. He finished second in his first round heat. So you don't think all of that? Let me put your comment up again. You don't think all the athletes warmed up in the first round and are ready to run fast in the semifinal? This is what I don't understand comments like this, right? When you guys, analyze, y'all make it seem as if only one athlete can do the same thing. Or when an athlete runs the first round, they're the only one running the first round, and all the other athletes are gonna start at the semifinal. They all ran the first round, so therefore that's the first race for them. They all use it as warm up. So I don't see the argument there. It doesn't add up because they all use it as their warm up. If that's how you look at it, right? Therefore, they should run a better time in the semifinal. That's one more race under their belt. Let's go, Zanel. What is going on here? We got a false start. Think out of lane, 7 from Canada. Yes. Okay, you're saying some of them are working harder than others. Okay, that is true. So the ones that are working harder, they're not gonna have as much energy conserved. And Noah Lyles is one of those persons. He ran the race way harder than Kishane did. He ran way harder than Seville did. He ran way harder than Jacob did. So, I mean, put it this way, he's to me, he looks rustier than the other athletes. If I could even use that word to describe any of the athletes, because they shouldn't even be rusty. But all right, I'm gonna use the word flat. So this might, yeah, it's gonna help sharpen him up for the semis, but so will the other athletes. Like their run is gonna sharpen them up too. So it's equal across the board. He should have been sharp coming in regardless. Okay, all right. I think all three of them ran that race just now. Curly ran 997. He had to. Zanel, to me, of the three athletes that just went through from that final first round heats, I think Zarnell is the one who conserved the most, because you see him step on the gas and then backed off based on where he was in the race. Got out of dry face, step on it, got ahead of Curly, and he was like, all right, it's cool, go ahead. Tobago looks good. Well, looked good, yeah. Wasn't bad. 20 meters, he's looking across, checking to make sure he's in the semis. Yeah, he looked good. Okay, now we on the same page. Now we on the same page. Noah did a poor execution. He should have dominated the first half and gave himself less work in the second half. But that's just, well, that's the thing. if you overwork yourself, you're gonna have less energy, you know, to run future races. So, you know, that's on him. And getting your legs in the condition that you need to be in to push off the blocks the way you need to. I mean, he should be doing that now in the first round, you know, getting his body used to that so he could do it again come semifinals and final. But if he's, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna wait until the semis or I'm gonna wait until the finals, doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna work. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll definitely see. And um Tobago look good, but again, he only shut it down after 20 meters. Shut it down after 20 meters. You could tell he ran harder than Seville. He ran harder than Kishane. He ran harder than Marcel Jacob. Ran harder than him too. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But based on this round, the Jamaicans look the best. They look very composed, look very relaxed, look very ready. So all the mind games that everybody keeps saying that Noah is playing, he could keep playing the mind games. Because the last time I checked, mind games don't win races. It doesn't. So that's what you want to do. You could definitely go ahead and do that, because that doesn't grant him a gold medal or a place on the podium. Kenny looks good as well. Yes, he had to do a little bit more, but he did look good. Curly looked good. I mean, everybody who made it through to the semifinal, I would say they look pretty decent. They look good. I'm pretty excited for the semifinal and the final, because I really want to see, you know, how everything is gonna play out. You know, a lot of predictions, a lot of talk. You know, it's winding down. It's getting down to the wire. So, you know, all this talk about who's gonna win and everything, yeah, it's getting closer. It's getting a lot closer, and we're definitely gonna see if everybody that was making their predictions, whether they're right or they're wrong, and if I was right or wrong. You know, and if I'm wrong, then I'll admit that I'm wrong, but highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. You know, very unlikely. I think that my predictions are gonna be the results. That's what I think. And if not exactly the way I predicted it, or exactly the way I think it's gonna go, it's gonna be close. But I think Jamaica is gonna take 1-2. That bronze medal is, I think that one is gonna be up for grabs, because everybody wanna be on the podium, and that's gonna be the easiest medal to grab, to be honest. That's gonna be the easiest one. So, I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I will be able to watch the female semifinal and final, but I won't be able to, go live during that race, those races, because I'm gonna be at work. I won't be able to go live during that time. But I'm still gonna leave my predictions. I think that it's gonna boil down to three athletes. It's gonna be and I'm not talking about the semifinal because the semifinal is semifinal. The semifinal, the one with Shelly Ann is kind of stacked because she's in the same race with Shakari, and I think there will be a psychological factor where that race is concerned because if and the psychological factor is gonna be on Shakari Richardson end. It's not gonna be on Shelly's end. Because if Shelly finished second and advanced to the final, it's not gonna affect her, psychologically at all. Because she's been there, done that. This is not her first rodeo. She's a veteran. She knows what she's doing. She's been to many finals. This is not her first one, or second, or third. So it's not gonna affect her at all. However, if Shakari finished second, I think that it will have a psychological effect because knowing that you're going into the meet with the fastest time or as the favorite, and then you get beat in the semifinal, by an athlete that is known to perform, that is definitely gonna play a factor because we know this is not a if, a but, a maybe. We know if Shelly Ann gets out that block and gets to 40, 50 meters ahead of the field, you could just take that medal and write her name on the back of it and write Jamaica on it as well. Because that's where it's going to go. Because she's not going to get caught that easily. It doesn't work like that. Not with her. So, with that being said, I think that semifinal is gonna set the final up in a sense because it's gonna either boost a few of the athletes confidence, or it's gonna affect them psychologically. And tell you what, you think she's gonna come hard in the finals. This is the thing. A lot of people think like these athletes, they don't, they are like completely fearless. Listen, everybody know who Shelly Ann is. That's not I don't think there is a female athlete in the world that don't know who she is and her capabilities. Everybody knows. Everybody knows if she get out that block before everyone else in the race and get to 50 meters, it's done. They know that. There's only a few people in the world that could possibly catch her. And two of those people are from Jamaica. So, again, with that being said, it's going to be a tough one for Shakari. It's not going to be a walk in the park. World Championship is World Championship. See the thing about it? World Championship, she wasn't at her best. She looks way better to me now than at that point in time. Sharika, there's a possibility Sharika could do the same. And I know you said Elaine based on the times that Elaine run, but it depends because Sharika has, you know, similar talent. She may not have run like a 10-6 or a 10-5, but you know, Jaxa could hold her own. And she has that top end. So depending on where she is, um, you know, at 50 meters, if she's in like real close proximity to Shelly Ann, she might be able to wheel her in. But that's not everybody won't be able to do that. Everybody won't. Only a few people can do that. So again, for everybody who's just hanging that gold medal around Sha'Carri Richardson neck, y'all might need to think about that twice because we got the GOAT in the field. Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce, the GOAT of female sprinting. So y'all better think about that. And again, we're not talking about somebody getting out ahead of Shelly Ann. I'm talking about Shelly Ann getting out the blocks first and somebody walking her down. I can't remember a time when that happened. I'm really trying to think. Have I ever seen that? Nah. I don't recall seeing that. I do not recall seeing somebody walking Shelly Ann down. Whenever she get that rocket start, and that's the whole reason why she has the name Pocket Rocket. Once she gets that start, it's over. But I really want to watch the semifinal. I wish I could, go live during that time, but I can't because I want to see what Clayton is gonna do in the semifinal because, I have some speculation as to how she will do because how well she will do because of the fact that her leg was taped up and everything. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I hope she advanced to the finals because that will definitely boost her confidence and everything. And I think once she advances to the final, then it's fair game. Like she, you can never tell what could happen. So that's just where it's at. But on the men's side, they look pretty good. The Americans look well. Two of the Americans look good. I was not impressed by how Lyles ran. I was not, and I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, I was. I wasn't. So, because running from the back in the 100 don't always work. Maybe she will have to go all out in the semis, but that does not mean that she can't come back again and do the same thing in the finals. It's you're correct. There's a strong possibility that she might have to go all out, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a part of the game. It's a part of the sport. You have to do what you have to do to make the finals. Because if you're not in the finals, you don't stand a chance. So if that's what she got to do, that's what she got to do. That's just what it is. But I'm just being optimistic about the whole semifinals and finals for the Jamaican athletes. And I know everybody gonna be like, "Oh, you're just rooting for the Jamaicans." I am rooting for the Jamaicans, but at the end of the day, I'm not taking anything away from Shakari because she's a great athlete. She is fierce. She is, a competitor. She's hungry for that win, just like every other athlete in the field. But again, she is new, and when I say new, I'm not talking like new. I'm talking about like on the big stage when it comes to Olympic World Championship. I think this is like her third major championship. So with that being said, you have athletes that are in the field that have way more experience than she do. Shelly Ann got a lot more experience than she does. I think this is like Shelly third or fourth Olympic, maybe even more. Maybe not. Oh, you say in the stacked semi. Not all the semis are structured in the same way. Um, you have a few of them that are, well, not a few. I think one of them is pretty light. Is not as heavy as the one that Shakari and Shelly is in. So, that one is gonna be easier for athletes to advance. But at the same time, I think only the top two qualify automatically, and then the next, then the two fastest loser will advance. So we don't know which heat the two fastest losers are gonna come from, but we just know that first and second is gonna go through. So somebody from Shakari and Shelly Ann Heat is gonna advance on time because that heat has Julian Alfred as well. So, and those are the top three. Those are the top three in the event right now. So, with that being said, somebody's gonna advance on time. It's inevitable. All right, that's gonna happen. And then there's gonna be another spot. And that spot could come from the same exact heat. So they could end up taking 4 people from that one race and 2 from the other 2. So, you know, that that in itself tells you that the other heats might not be as fast. Maybe the first and second place might be fast, but third, fourth, and fifth might not be that fast. So, it all depends. We'll see what happened later on. As I said, I wish I was able to go live, but I can't. So, you know, I'm just gonna have to share my opinions about the results after the fact. You say 3 people will advance on time. It's 9 lanes. I mean, if they're using all 9 lanes, then I guess. But if they're only using 8 lanes, then it's gonna be 2. So, I mean, if that's the case, then that's a plus. That gives the an additional individual the opportunity to advance. So that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. But I think Tia can make it. I definitely think Tia can make it. Um, you say Kishane should not slow up again in his race. I mean, this is the first round, so slowing up now, he's just trying to conserve as much energy as he can. Your Current says that 9 lanes are being used. Well, that's a good thing because if they're using 9 lanes, that means that you know there's a spot, there's a extra spot there to make the finals. So that makes it better for all the athletes. So I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. See, it's mix information. Okay, look at it. That's true. Results. Okay, semifinal. Um, but that's the thing. It doesn't say. So I'm not sure. The when I'm looking at the semifinal start list, it doesn't say, you know, it doesn't say top two and the top two and the three fastest losers or anything. That's pretty much what I would be looking for. Yes, Lyles ran 10:04. No, I'm not saying that you're making it up. I'm just saying I don't know for a fact. So that's if that's what you heard, that's what you heard. Even if it's something that you're not sure about, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's how it works over here. So, you know, I think maybe he's just trying to confirm, but if that's what you heard, that's what you heard. We'll just check and or I could check later on to make sure, and that's that. You say you think Kishane is gonna win? I think Seville is gonna win. I have Seville winning, Kishane second. No, he's in the same semifinal as Oblique. Hmm. I haven't even looked yet, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely gonna go live for all of that because I'm gonna be home tomorrow all day. So that being said, we'll definitely see who will be the fastest man alive after tomorrow. Because there's this talk or this thing that's going around stating that Noah Lyles is the fastest man alive, and I don't know how, because he hasn't beaten Bolt's time, so I don't know if they're just talking about current athletes or what. Because if that's the case, he's still not the fastest man because he still don't have the fastest time. So, I mean, we'll see what happens after tomorrow, or we'll see what happens tomorrow. Today it's all about, I guess it's all about the ladies tomorrow. I mean, today and tomorrow the guys will run. No, so hold up. I gotta. With that being said, now y'all, I gotta go look at this because this is not adding up. Because now somebody's saying that Kishane and Seville in the same heat, and then earlier somebody said that Seville and Noah in the same heat. So there's no way they could put all three of them in the same heat. That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm gonna try to check and see if I could figure it out, because No, not that. Okay. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna click on men. Okay, okay. Semifinal start list. Okay, I'm checking the start list now. Um, hold on, because this. Okay, so Seville and Noah Lyles is in the same semifinal heat. I'm looking at the semifinal heat sheet right now. So you have Lyles is in 4. Um Hinchlife is in 5, Seville in 6, Emmanuel in 7, Ali in 8. They are using 9 lanes. They are using 9 lanes because this is a 9. This is 9 people, so clearly they're using 9 lanes. And let me see, first 2 in each heat, and the next 2. No, they're just gonna take 8 because they say the first 2 in each heat qualifies, and the next 2 fastest advance to the final. So it's only 8. They're only taking 8. So verification. I'm looking at it right now. They're only taking 8. The first 2, so first and second place in all 3 semifinal heat, and then the 2 fastest losers. But only Seville and Lyles is in the same heat. Kishane is not in that heat. Let me see. Kishane, I think Kishane is in heat 2. No, Akeem Blake is in heat 2. Um, and so is Kenny, and Tobago is in heat 2. So semifinal 1 is Kishane, lane 4. And he has Fred Curley, Zanel. All right, so Zanel Degrassi is in heat 1, semifinal 1. Zano Hughes is in semifinal 1. Kishane is in semifinal 1. Sambini, no, that's not Sambini. No, my bad. Maniala is in semifinal 1. Why did they stack that semifinal up so much? Curly. So Omaniala, Curly, Kishane, Zanel, Degrassi, or Degrasse. So that's 5. Oh my gosh. That's 5 athletes. 5 athletes. Strong athletes in one semifinal heat. And they can only pull 4 from this one. They can only pull 4. If they pull 4. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna it's gonna be tough. I think it's And maybe the way I'm looking at it, I have the heats backwards. The only one that I had right was the middle one in terms of whether it's semifinal heat 1, 2, or 3. So the first one with Noah Lyles and Seville, that is semifinal heat 1, right? That's semifinal heat 1. And then heat 2 is with Blake Sambini. Yeah. So with that being said, Jacob is also in semifinal 2. So with that being said, Akeem Blake should advance. I think he should advance because that semifinal heat is not so hot. So he should advance. Yes, Seville is in 1, Blake is in 2, Kishane is in 3. You're correct. But based on how they posted on here, they have it backwards because they have heat semifinal heat 3 at the top, 2 in the middle, and 1 below it. So that's the reason why I had it mixed up. But I don't know. But see, I think this is all strategy. Why did they stack? They stack 1 semifinal heat. They stack that one up with Kishane. Why? Why the fastest person going into the Olympics? So he have to defend. Well, he have to prove himself twice compared to the I wouldn't say compared to all the other athletes, but compared to Noah Lyles. That's how I'm gonna put it. Because I think Lyles has an easy semifinal heat. Listen, it's a semifinal. It's not like it's a 200 or a 400. They could have spread it out a little bit more. They could have, but I think they did that, and I don't even. I'm just gonna leave it and see what happens because I have my thoughts on that. Because why is it that Noah Lyles have a easier semifinal heat, and he did not run the fastest time. So I don't understand. Why put all the big guns in one race? Why put all the fast people in one race? Why not spread them out like 3-3, each? Like, nah, I wouldn't say it's so you're saying that Noah Eats is faster. Who else is in that heat? All right, Mr. I can't even pronounce. I'm gonna put up your comment. It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Why? I mean, I know Noah and Seville will advance, but the comment that I just put up on the screen, why you think it doesn't matter? 3 Jamaicans are going to be in the final. I agree with that. All right, so how do I even post this to... I'm trying to figure out how I could post the link. And that's the link to the heat sheet. But you guys could definitely check it out. It's just type in Paris Olympics, and it'll pull it up, and you could just sift through the menu and find the start list. Okay, that makes sense. I think if they put all the fastest persons in one race, it would defeat the purpose of the final. I mean, they already put like 5 people in one race, so I don't know. Jamaica will win gold and silver. Bronze, that's a stretch, but it's possible. We it's possible that they could sweep, but it's a stretch. Okay, Sam Gill, they put 3 heat winners in the same semifinal. It does not make. I'm glad somebody will say it before I did, because it doesn't. It, listen, the field is stacked, but you can't put the 3 winners in the same race. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I think they're some little sneaky stuff is going on. I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I think. But I don't know. The field is stacked. Yes, I know that, but they could have set it up better. Could have definitely set it up better. I mean, yeah, anything can happen, but you know, uh, I mean, we're just gonna have to see. The coaches can't contest. It is what it is at this point. And he posts this one. At the end of the day, if I'm the man, it don't matter to me. Y'all funny. Hey, we'll see. You funny. I had to post that one. You mad funny, man. You funny. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it off here. Um Again, I will be back tomorrow because I won't be able to stream later on for the female finals. I really wish I could, but I can't. I gotta go make my bread. I gotta go make my money. So I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna miss it. But we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I promise. We're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. And if I was wrong about my predictions, I'm gonna admit that I was wrong. But again, this is my prediction. I have Shelly Ann winning the 100 meter for the females. I think Shakari is gonna be in the medals, but there's also Clayton that look, you know, a little iffy. Julian Alfred looks good, so we're gonna see. But I have Shakari and Shelly Ann on the podium with Shelly Ann winning. If it doesn't go the way I predicted it, okay, I'll admit that I was wrong. But if it goes the way I say it's gonna go, then I guess um I gotta read this. The leaf of fellowship, yeah, you gonna owe me a drink. I'm picking on you. Yeah, you gonna owe me a drink. Definitely gonna owe me a drink. So again, tomorrow for the men finals, I'll be right here in this chair, and it might be a longer stream than the regular hour or hour and a half, because I might just stay on all the way from the semifinals straight through to the final, you know. So, we'll see how it goes. But for everybody who joined the live stream, commented. You know, I appreciate you guys being here. You know, I'm really happy that I'm at least able to, you know, host this live stream and have you guys, you know, exchange your point of view as it relate to the Olympics and track and field in general. You know, so I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. You know, you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, and I'm just gonna, you know, just press this button right here for, you know, for a brief, you know, couple seconds. And that was for you guys, you know, staying here, commenting and everything throughout the live stream. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna pretty much close it out here, and you guys could definitely keep chatting in the comments and everything. So it's your boy Ryan here with East Coast Athletics. I'm gonna be signing out. Peace.